Folks, I am back here again at Long Island Retro, and here we're at a section, and when I say we, I mean Dade from 2020 Gamer. Dade is Venom. He was big into this Atari stuff, not so much me.
Atari, Sega, all the old stuff.
Yeah, he's also made some bad decisions. Just pan over the pile right next to him there. Master System, some games. There's portables right by his feet. Portable games.
I'm gonna get some of these.
Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Sega Master System, Sega Genesis, Sega Game Gear. He's contemplating his life right now. I'm gonna pan back over this way. So here is a lot of my childhood that I didn't get was PlayStation 1 and Genesis. Genesis right over there. So I'm likely going to pick up some titles here. Colony Wars, definite, because I was supposed to get that the last time. Got distracted. Dade's fault, by the way. I'm gonna get that. I might get 2 and 3 Extreme because I like 2 Extreme, and maybe start a Tekken collection. Don't quote me on that yet, but I might. They also have toys and collectibles, physical media. The Genesis section is significant. I'm gonna tag the store I'm at. I need to find my Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition. I know I had it in the box. Don't ask me what happened to it. But it's gotta be in a case someplace. I tucked it and just forgot about it. Dade, weren't you looking for Sonic 3?
Yeah.
I'm looking at Sonic 3.
Boxed.
It's in the box.
I know. That's the
Oh.
problem. I want the cartridge.
No, get it in the box and sell your box to somebody who doesn't have the box anymore. Problem solved.
This guy. What?
I bought an empty box because I had the cart but didn't have the. That's what you do.
Okay, fine. This guy.
And now I'm keeping that in the recording, by the way. So oddly enough, I might also pick up Streets of Rage 2, which is right there. I don't think I had owned that physically. I played that from a friend. So that's probably getting added to the collection. And that is $65. Oh boy. This is going to be pain. So a lot of these have gone back up in price. Now, Sega CD is here as well. Sega Master System. Dreamcast. Now, okay. My current tip for Xbox fans. Stock up on multiples of anything that's cheap now and is an exclusive to the platform. I say this because right now the Xbox brand isn't looking so good, which means if they get out of the hardware market, which a lot of people speculate they are, they no longer do dedicated hardware. All this stuff that's $6, $5, all that stuff that's cheap now is going to skyrocket in price. You can make bank later on. It sucks, yes, that and a lot of people are predicting the fall of a brand you like, but while you're into that brand, if they aren't doing so good, double up. They become rare. You can make some money off a brand you wanted to support anyway. Just my 2 cents. Now, there's also the PlayStation section. This isn't going anywhere right now. They look strong. PS2 was a multi-million, hundreds of million seller. PlayStation 2. What am I saying? So this stuff is relatively cheap. So if you missed anything from your childhood, you can get it for not much money, unless it was a low print game. See, just look, there's just so many. This is all just PS2. So this is just a section I'm recording now. The other areas are quite populated, but Long Island Retro Games and Toys, check them out on IG, in person. I'm going to tag everything I have for them below, but so far they've been good to me. Check them out.
Okay, folks, so by now you've already seen the tour of the retro game store I was in earlier today. What you didn't see was what I got while I was there. Hard Trilogy, which I played a lot in my youth. Complete. So this now will be on the stream. twitch.tv/ReaperPC for those watching this on YouTube, which is where this is going. One I've never played, Hard Trilogy 2. This takes place in Las Vegas. So I have this as well. Also complete. Now, this one, Too Extreme. I played a lot of the demo. The demo disc that came with my PlayStation 1 back in the day had a demo of this, and I played it ad nauseum, but never got the game for whatever reason. Kid ADD, got distracted. Also complete, although this game is upside down, so that's bothering me now. So let's fix that, and that's now added to the collection. A lot of these cases are in decent shape. Hard Trilogy, as you saw, has a slight crack right there, so I might replace the front of this jewel case, but other than that, it's in good shape. 3 Extreme, which is the one I think they got rid of the sprites, missing the manual, oddly enough, but I can probably get one of those online. But game, back of the case, all here. Never played it. All 3D characters, as you can see by the back art, added to the collection now. For $8, probably find the manual for less than $5, and that'll be complete in box. Now this one's been on my wanted list for a while. Colony Wars for the PlayStation 1. So this is a 2-disc game. Also complete. Analog joystick compatible. Analog controller compatible. Why they had to differentiate the two, I'm not certain. But it is complete. And this looks like it went through one of those retailers that puts their own, custom pricing on these things, judging by the slash out on the barcode there. Streets of Rage 2. As a kid, I did not own a copy. I only played via a friend. And now finally, I had Streets of Rage 1. I should still have it someplace. But now I also have Streets of Rage 2 in the box. Manual's a little worse for wear. Probably get this flattened out. There's many techniques for flattening paper back out so it looks original. So I'll probably do that for this. 16 mega power. For those that get that reference, I applaud you. We watch some of the same YouTube channels, but also it's just funny that that's 16 megabits, not bytes. These games were tiny and very entertaining back then. Tekken 1 long box. Oddly enough, even though we don't see as many of these, the short box of this I've seen more expensive than the long box, because apparently they only printed the short regular CD jewel case box of these for a limited amount of time before it was then put into greatest hits. That's another thing. I technically have 2 covers. Like, there's nothing stopping me from flipping this around and having it on the other side, which you see a lot now with, like Genesis homebrew games. Well, not really homebrew, but indie developed games. The sleeve arts will be dual-sided. I never noticed that this was dual-sided till I opened it, and it still had the styrofoam sleeve, which is a nice touch. A lot of games that's missing. Something else I played as a demo and always wanted but never got, Mark of the Cree for the PS2. So now that I have this will be in my to-do list eventually. Nice and complete. Disc is in good shape. Let me keep it that way. Let's not drop it. So now that I have that added to the collection. And now this one I had as a greatest hits when I was younger, and now I have it in the long box. And this is a full cardboard long box too, not the plastic one with cardboard inserts or plastic long, like full on cardboard long box. And there's a sleeve of paper in here. Huh. I don't know whose handwriting this is, but whoever owned this and kept it in good shape, left their notations of cheats for the game in here. That's a good find. And something I also have done as a kid. I found in one of my Twisted Metals, there was a little notepad with cheats. That shows you how well preserved this is. This didn't even yellow. This is torn loose leaf that has not yellowed. And this game came out, what, 95? Manual. Also dual-sided. Reg card is still there, if you can see by the edge. And yeah, this is all here. Destruction Derby. I could get it to pop up. Clean disc as well. But yeah, these cardboard boxes, a lot of kids, let's be real, destroyed these. Oh, this was Link console capable. So you wouldn't have to do split screen. Shout out for anybody who's ever tried the link cable between two PlayStations. I haven't, but I've seen it in pictures. But yeah, so now I have this in its original form. Guess I'll be collecting all the Destruction Derbies. I think, what is this, 2 or 3 Psygnosis titles? At least 2. Colony Wars and this are both from the same developer. And the rarest thing I picked up today, other than those cases, Fahrenheit for the Sega CD 32X. So one of the few games that required the entire PlayStation Tower of Power. So that Sega CD, that Genesis, and the 32X, which I have out for repair, all plugged in, would use every component to get the best audio and video capable out of that era of console from Sega. Oh, and this case is a little chipped. I'll take care of that. But it is a dual CD set, one Sega CD only, the other one 32X CD. Now the difference here is if you play Sega CD only, it's the same game as the 32X CD, except it's worse quality sound and... No, I think the sound's the same, but the video's worse quality. Less color, more compression. But if you use the 32X, which added 32-bit CPUs to the Genesis platform, you now had better video processing, and they leveraged that. The manual is here, so I will, yeah, the manual's there. I'll look into repairing this jewel case, and yeah, we'll try that at some point. One player, of course. Full motion video game, although from what I've seen, this one was not horribly rated. This one was apparently one of the more decent ones, so it's something to try. But that was the haul today from Retro Video Game Long Island I'm getting their title wrong. I'm not going to cut this out. I'm going to leave it in there. But Retro Video Games and Toys of Long Island. There's their full name. I'll have all their stuff in the video below. I've probably said their name wrong in the video I recorded while in store. And y'all also saw the trouble Dade got into there. Let's just say he got into more trouble than me with his retro video game purchases. But as always, I'm Reaper PC. Enjoy your time online. Enjoy your games. Don't take your stuff too seriously. Don't let it disturb your peace. And never forget to quarter up. I'll check y'all in the next live or the next recording. Links down below. Hope you enjoyed the content. Bye.